Eastern Asian origin uses the Ezeki planters and fields that are knee deep in water. And the other one, and you harvest with a special rice harvester. And then the other rice crop, you harvest with a normal crop harvester. Yeah, we stock, what is it? We stock platies and the other one. Platies and mollies, which are live bearing fish, so no eggs. We do have 4 cory catfish just to keep the tank clean, or the bottom of the tank clean. And they lay eggs, and obviously every fish in the tank eats the eggs. So we do not expect to see any new cory catfish. We could harvest the eggs. We'd need another fish tank and put the eggs in another fish tank so that they've got a chance to grow. But that's a lot of work, so we don't do that. But we do, as I said, we have the mollies, we have the platies. They bear live young, and of course their problem is, or the live young's problem is, everybody who's bigger than you is out to eat you. And so we do have a lot of cover that the small fish can hide in, under, around, and escape from the big fish. But big fish sees little fish, they'll eat it. Yeah, possibly. I don't know, but yeah, they said, I think they said something like 5 new crops has been confirmed. And so we have spinach, which, heralding the spinach harvester, so they want to make a big deal of that. Rice, because rice harvesters and what have you. Long grain rice, it's just another form of rice. And then they haven't announced it, but people have discovered peas is a thing, and we just don't know what the last crop is going to be. I'd kind of like to see field beans, so not specifically soybeans, but just general beans, which is more of a crop. UK farmers, I don't think, generally go with soybeans, but they do plant beans and grow beans and make money from growing beans. So beans is a thing. Not exactly a swathable crop, though. I mean, I do know some UK YouTubers will plant soybeans and just say, I'm planting beans. This is a bean crop. It's not specifically soybeans, it's just a bean crop that I'm growing because I want to grow beans in a field for some reason. And yeah, we've still got the horses. I've never really concentrated on having horses, although I do understand now in Farm Sim 22, horses have baby horses, although you can't tell the difference. Because the old way of making money from horses is you buy a horse, you ride a horse. Once the horse has been trained, you sell the horse, you make 10 times what you bought the horse for, minus the cost of food. Which, yeah, okay, that's fine. Don't mind that. But from Farm Sim 22, horses can have babies, which means there's more than one way to make money from a horse. But the thing yes, I know there's mods that you can get horse helpers that will ride the horses daily and you pay for the helper to ride the horse. Before those mods came out, it's like, okay, you have to ride the horse. I think I did a co-op with Mrs. Oso, at one point. We did get horses, and we would each have a horse, and we'd ride our horse for the day. But it's like, oh, you've got 10 minutes in-game time that you have to spend riding a horse every single day, and then you have to clean it, and then you have to do the thing, and it's like, I suppose at least with arable crops, I have to do the same tasks, but I don't have to do the same task every single day for a year. So, pretty much why I... Yes, how about horse ploughs? Amish farming simulator. I'm kind of surprised Giants haven't done sort of a retro farming simulator, because they've done the sort of the revisits of Farming Simulator 9 or 8 or whatever the original was, with the blocky graphics of the day as a nostalgia trip. But I think it would be kind of funny to do a farming simulator with steam tractors and oxen and horses as your modes of power. Oh yes, yes, and we've seen the water buffalo as well in a recent video or picture. Can't remember. They released a bunch of pictures. They released gameplay footage as well. So we got to see the water buffalo, which looked like you can milk them potentially. And goats and sheeps. We got to see the sheeps. A couple of new equipment manufacturers. We've now got officially Brantner trailers. Although I do believe back in Farm Sim 17 there was the very, very, very tiny Brantner trailer, which is now more the Stroutman. I believe trailers. Oh no, Salek. So we had a little trailer about this big that was a Brantner back in Farm Sim 17. Oh, we do still have these. I guess they're not new. Yeah, this one was in Farm Sim 17. This one actually, it's just an 8,500 capacity. It's just small, but it has a hitch on the back, so you can hitch like 3 or 4 of those together. So back in Farm Sim 17, which I think was the last time I messed around with pigs in any great way, I was playing on Goldcrest, the one with the golden nuggets that you collected, base game 17, and I used the railway yard silo closest to the pig farm, and I had 4 of those, and so I would store the sugar beets, the corn, whatever cereal crop and whatever protein crop in that silo, and I would just fill up the little Brantner trucks and haul them all over to the pig encampment and get them all fed in one trip. So kind of a cool trailer. I don't know if this one has a... This one does not have a hitch, so you're on your own. You can do bale trailer, you can do 1600, so it's even smaller. Actually, in Farm Sim 17, I think I did do pigs on did pigs on Lawfolds towards the end of that series. I kind of started off with sheep, because sheep's is easy. And you got chicken. Back in Farm Sim 17, you just got chickens. Every farm had chickens. But eventually I got into cows and quite a major silage operation. And then towards the end, it's like I haven't done pigs yet. I haven't got the achievement for pigs, so I'll just buy some pigs and breed enough to get the achievement and done. And so I actually completed all the achievements for Farm Sim 17. I still haven't done all of them for 19. I definitely haven't done all of them for 22. In fact, I think one popped up last week. Yes. I do like the swathing thing. I know there's what is it? There's a YouTuber called Kate's Ag. And she's, I mean, I've watched some of her videos over the years. She's just gone off to college. I'm not sure whether it was this year or previous year. Well, sorry, last year she was at college. I don't know whether that was her first year at college, but she helps with her dad around the farm. And they do swath and harvest using, or they harvest using a swather and pick up headers on the main harvesters. Got quite a big operation by the looks of it, but something like 4th generation harvesters or farmers. But she's a little bit young and enthusiastic for my general YouTube thing. And I think she's aiming her videos more at a younger audience, to explain to a younger audience how food is made. And it used to be during the off season, she'd go and visit different farms around the country. I think she did a cranberry farm one year and did a is what she did. So she'd just go visit a farm and make a video on their crops and what have you. Kind of like Millennial Farmer does it during winter. He'll go off and visit other places, California, where it's warmer and the crop growing season is a little bit longer than it is in Minnesota. But I tend to prefer the likes of Millennial Farmer, because he's kind of explaining what he's doing, but he's a little bit more targeted at a mature audience. Same for the most part with Tom Pemberton as well. He tends to be, he's not really aiming it at the kiddies. He's aiming it at a mature audience. But I don't watch too many. It's kind of like TV shows. I'll watch a police procedural. I won't watch all of the police procedurals because it just gets confusing. I think the only TV show we watch at the moment is NCIS, although all the original cast are gone. Ooh, we're struggling here. But, yeah, not a big deal. It's still a good show, but we used to watch... What's the other one? CSI. first season series, and we got to the point where Grissom and Sarah were starting to get involved, and it was like, yeah, I can't be bothered with this. So we quit watching that and stuck with NCIS. But when it comes to sort of NCIS, I'm not watching NCIS Australia, Hawaii, LA, New Orleans, whatever. I'm just watching NCIS. That's all that's the only one I'll watch. Because I watch things for entertainment. I have interests, but it's not like, oh, I've got to watch every show in that interest group. And similar with police shows. I think my mum used to watch Cagney and Lacey. I'd watch Cagney and Lacey with my mum. But we wouldn't watch Kojak and Columbo. It was just, it's too much of one thing. So, and I've kept that up today, so I'll watch a couple of Farmers, but I'm not going to watch all the Farmers. And it's only when I'm interested in a thing. So sometimes I'll go out and I'll Google farming sugar beets and look and see how things are done in the real world. And it's not like Millennial Farmer or Tom Pemberton farm sugar beets, but I'll go out there and watch a video about it because I'm interested in watching a video about it. But I'll watch it I'll watch one person's video and then I'm done. I won't go back to it. Ah, yes, still outbreaks. Sorry about that. Yeah. I think it's about 90 seconds at 7.5 minutes into each half hour. I can't remember. There was a thing I watched and said, wow, I really like that farming technique. I wish it was in Farming Simulator. And the following year, a new version of Farming Simulator came out and they did the thing. And I said, oh, it's really nice that we can now do that. Just don't ask me what it was, because I can't remember. But now it's going to annoy me because I can't remember. But it's not really important. Anyway, let's drop that off. Okay, so we have done that. That field is now growing. It's been rolled. Doesn't need to be plowed. That field. Oh, I forgot to plough that field last year. Yeah, I know. I forgot. I'm an idiot. A couple of fields got mulched. We didn't do a lot of mulching last year, so we don't get the mulched bonus. And this field will have a ton of weeds in it. Looks like we missed a thing. Oh no, that needs roll. I missed rolling a bit. Ah well, missed rolling a bit there too. Just a tiny. I think that got missed rolled because there wasn't any crop in it, so we didn't plant anything or something. There's some patches in that field that are a problem. Outside of that, if we turn off growing, everything else is fine. And that's now pink because sugar beets. Yay. Oh, that's sugar beets too. Wow, I'm not the only one. I think, I want to say potatoes is more of a standard crop in Scotland. but I'm not a fan of potatoes in Farming Simulator. I've done it, but just not much of a fan. Okay, I think I've been saying I'm going to do it for ages now. I am going to do it. Zoom in there and get that parked in the corner so we can easily get in and out. I'll turn that off. I'm going to jump out and run over here. And I'm going to check the store because that's a thing. That's a that is a sugar beet harvester with 30,000 litres capacity. Do you have anything else that looks interesting? Ooh, that's heavy. That's kind of okay. That's amazing. Oh, we've got a grassland subsoil. That's a big tractor. Just so many things. I could buy that. I don't know. Let's go Sugar Beet Technology. The Panther 2 is that one. Oh, the Tiger 65 is the big one. Combinations. That comes with 9x45 row. That one goes with the 645. So that's a narrow head, but it'll do things. That is, what's the combination on that? That is 4 meters. That's 2.7, yeah. 4 meters, definitely the way to go. That is, dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. It doesn't tell me. Why doesn't it tell me? That's fuel. That's big. So that's all the. That's the one I would prefer to get. I will probably end up having to get that one just because we don't have a lot of money, unless that comes up in a sale. But that's half price. I was going to go down here, construction, landscaping. Rotate that way, and okay, slope. Help. Set slope target point, slope 2 point. Change brush strength, change brush size, change brush shape. Shape. I want to, I think right click there, and no. Right click there. Is that doing anything? Set slope target point. Oh yes, that's doing a thing. It might not be doing anything over there because hedge. Kind of want this to be a lot smoother here. crazy. I guess we'll go and walk on it and see what it looks like. But it should reduce the steepness of this this lip here. So driving in and out of the shed won't be quite so pronounced. I'm not sure how brush strength affects this either, because obviously you just want a smooth slope. There's no strength. It's when you're creating, raising the ground or lowering the ground that you want to adjust the strength, because obviously sometimes I want the ground to do the crazy, and sometimes I just want it to... Okay.